Blending colors, two schools have come together to nominate one teacher for the WGEM Golden Apple Award. Natalie, you got something here for us. Let's just show and tell.
I got a little show and tell for you. Check this out. This book contains literally dozens of letters and pictures from students and teachers from two schools. Like you mentioned, Kyle, two schools are involved in this. So how is this all possible to have two schools come together to nominate one recipient? Let me show you how with this art teacher that spent nearly 2 decades teaching art.
My kids said, this is the best day ever. This is better than Christmas. And so that sticks with you in your career, and you just think about how much joy you're bringing.
It's hard to compete with Christmas, but for kids, art teacher Becky Hoskins' lessons rank right up there.
She really inspired me to be an artist, and I learned a lot from Miss Becky, and I love learning from her. I love that there's so many vibrant colors and so many different things you can do with it.
She brings the fun and the joy to creating.
And then we're going to trace.
Blending entertainment with education, Miss Becky, as she's known to her students, says she tries to paint a broad brushstroke of the art basics.
Art history, different artists, different movements in art, different materials, how to use materials, and just brush some of those basics, thinking that students who are interested in that can then really grab a hold of that.
We used pastel colors, and then we used water paint, and then it faded, so then the pastel would stay there.
Stack things on top of each other to make it look nice, and like how colors can go together. We've learned how to do faces, and we use paint brushes, pastels. We took blue paint and we stamped it in the blue paint, and then we just put it on the paper.
She just really brings it alive for everyone.
Noah's Ark. Do you see this one? Noah's Ark.
St. Dominic is just one school where Miss Becky brings art to life. She's a traveling art teacher, also teaching weekly at Quincy's Blessed Sacrament.
And then I get to go to other schools on special occasions, maybe just once a year, 2-3 times a year, depending on grant funding.
As schools face financial challenges, many are forced to cut art programs. Without grant funding and Miss Becky to fill in the gaps, creative art lessons would fade for many kids.
It's not just about the finished product, but it's also about the techniques you learn along the way, your self-expression, and also the boost to your mental health it is to be able to express yourself and create.
Sometimes students are creative, and that's really the area that they shine, and without that art class opportunity, they just don't have that boost of confidence and that spark.
Does your teacher deserve a golden apple? Go to WGEM.com and fill out the questionnaire. Keep in mind the school year is coming to an end, so get those nominations in now. I might just surprise your teacher at school.